Alright, you guys, it's going to be Greg and Kegan. We're going to do some old school Star Wars X-Wing. Just going to fight it out. Got a B-Wing here.
This is what you're going to do. You're going to beat them, or you're going to go home, and you're going to meet Mr. Hammer, and then Mr. Hammer going to introduce you to Mr. Trash Can. Alright? That's how this is going to go. You win, or you go home and meet Mr. Hammer, and then Mr. Trash Can.
Oh, is that your pep talk?
Yeah, that was our pep talk. Were you listening in on that?
Sure.
They were just telling me how they're going to win, and how they're going to fight for the Galactic Empire and win.
Okay, so what are you throwing down then? What you got here?
Well, I've got the big ones, the TIE Reaper.
Yep.
This one is a TIE Phantom, and then a TIE Bomber.
And a Bomber. Alright, and we're playing on this map here, which is pretty cool. And here's our official Gamers with Coffee. We had these made. These are our maneuver tokens there, markers. Range marker, dice. And I'm going against him with one B-Wing, one A-Wing, and Sabian's TIE Fighter. She fights on the Rebel side.
Excuse me, you can't have it. That's a galactic property. You can't use that.
And of course, Luke Skywalker. So, we got our damage cards, we got our dice, we got the map ready to go. Let's see what happens
galactic
with
property. You
round
can't
one. Alright, here's the end of round one. Everybody just moved. So really, nobody's in range at this moment. Kegan's ships are right there, coming in formation, coming straight on for me. So, let's get to the next turn and see what will happen. Alright, so the end of round two. The B-Wing and the A-Wing inflicted some damage on Kegan's bomber there. He got, what, a couple hits off and some damage to his hull.
He might have more damage to his hull if he dies here, because I am very disappointed in him today.
These two, Luke Skywalker and Sabian, they were just out of range, so they were not able to do anything. So we'll head to round three. We'll see what happens there. Alright, so the end of round three brings the B-Wing against the bomber. And the B-Wing this time suffered some damage. Two hits to the shields and a critical. Not much else went on. The others pretty much missed or nothing happened. And that's what happens with the game. But, you know, it gives us something to do too. It's pretty cool so far. And we'll go to round four. Let's see. Alright. End of round six, you guys. And Kegan lost his bomber. So, I think Luke here is flying off to get coffee somewhere. These two got to get turned around to get in a fight. He's heading out. And Kegan's got to keep him from going off the table. So, let's see what happens with the next round, heading to round seven. Alright, so this was round four. As you can see, it became quite the traffic jam. Kegan took some more critical cards. He's liking those critical cards, right, Kegan?
Yeah. Yes, I love them. I just love them so much, I want to marry those critical cards.
That's the one thing with this game. So, you've got to just keep track of your shields, see how it's going, and, you know, you got the critical cards. Kegan's racking them up over there. That's how we're doing damage to the big guy. Otherwise, it would be almost impossible to damage that guy. So let's go to round five and see what happens. Alright, you guys, into round five. Kegan's going to have to make his guy here, your TIE Reaper, right? It's getting to the edge of the table. He's got to get it back. And Luke there suffered a loss of shields. My A-Wing suffered some shield loss. Everybody took damage. Kegan has this one here is on the verge of going out. What do you got? One more?
No, he just lost, so he's got two hull left.
Which one has just one?
The bomber.
The bomber. So this one's down to one. This one's down to three. So with this, if you roll good, you know it's gonna go fast. So we're gonna head to round six. Right now, all the ships are taking damage. I think round six, depending on if we get firing arcs, is gonna start removing ships pretty quickly. And Kegan's still on a roll with the critical cards, collecting those. But there you go. There's kind of an overview. And we'll see if we can get Kegan's Reaper back in play. Alright. End of round six, you guys. And Kegan lost his bomber. So, I think Luke here is flying off to get coffee somewhere. These two got to get turned around to get in a fight. He's heading out. And Kegan's got to keep him from going off the table. So, let's see what happens with the next round, heading to round seven. Alright, you guys, that did it. This is the end of the round 10. Kegan's last ship there died. So I won. But you know what? It's a pretty cool game. And sometimes it drags out, sometimes it don't. But it was nice to throw one down in the morning. So thanks for watching, you guys. So round 6, nothing happened. Kegan did avoid, if you can see the edge of the table, right there. He did avoid falling off the table. Nobody's really within range. So yeah, that's kind of a boring round. On to the next one, round 7. So into round 7, Kegan has lost the TIE Bomber and his TIE Phantom, leaving just my 4 ships and his guy all the way over here trying to not hit the edge of the table. So,
well, if he doesn't win and survive, then they're all 3 going to go home and meet Mr. Hammer and Mr. Trash Can.
Mr. Hammer and Trash Can. Yeah, sometimes it just depends on how you roll. All right, so we're going to head to round 8. So, the update to round 8. Kegan survived the table. He did take some damage. All my ships are turned around. Luke got to fire. And that was pretty quick, really. There wasn't a whole lot to do because it's just now 4 against the 1. But this guy is a pretty tough guy. So onward to round 9.
Not very nice.
Yep. So into round 9, Kegan's down to 1 hit. And we're just all coming after him. At this point, I think round 10 we'll end it. So we'll be right back. All right, you guys. That did it. This is the end of the round 10. Kegan's last ship there died. So I won. But you know what? It's a pretty cool game. Sometimes it drags out, sometimes it don't. But it was nice to throw one down in the morning. So thanks for watching, you guys.